On the enforcement issue, can I just ask Mr Worrell if there's any indication as to when the court action in relation to MTL and the whole, farce down in Coast Guard cottages, if we're any nearer that? I understand that it was really, really noisy over the weekend. I wasn't there myself, so I'm taking people's word for it. But it seems that this pending court case is like way, way, way down the road. And if there's any indication as to when action we can expect that court action, and if there's anything we can do pending that court action, you're probably going to say no, but is there anything at all that can be done to make life a little bit better? Thank you.
In relation to MTL, there's a civil case going on in relation to cranes at MTL. Now, MTL is there since, it's been used as a yard since the 1960s. The cranes that they are concerned with were built about 15 years ago, and they are statute barred. We cannot take enforcement action against them. The only case at the moment is in late 2007, one of the cranes, and there's 7 cranes on site, but one of them was raised in height. That is the only thing that is open to action by the enforcement section. It's not a noise issue, it's quite simply the height of the crane. And there's an enforcement notice served. The expiry date is next Friday, and there will be an inspection carried out as soon as possible after that. Sorry, Thursday, it's the 11th. So there will be an inspection carried out as soon as possible, and at that stage we will refer the matter to our law department for further advice.
Could I ask, Chair, that perhaps we, I know some of these things are restricted, but if we could get a report after Friday's deadline is passed as to where it's at.
Thank you. Just in relation to the MTL issue, notwithstanding the sub judice matter regarding the planning and the cranes, which is actually before the courts, which is the issue of the ongoing noise emanating from the site is an issue that would concern us in the City Council and is not anything whatsoever got to do with the judicial issues that are taking place at the moment. We've received, and I certainly received, a series of complaints and emails over the weekend in relation to the noise emanating from the site and the container traffic, which doesn't have any bearing on the court issue. And I think the City Council are obliged to report into that as to whether they're taking that particular matter serious on an ongoing basis. The issue of the cranes and their legality and so on and so forth is a separate matter altogether. And I know there's a noise pollutant scientific research that the City Council have and MTL have. But the issue that we're receiving, and certainly I received over the weekend, was the noise that took place on the weekend, on that particular weekend. Now, some weekends it's quiet, some days it's quiet, but it's an ongoing issue. And I don't think we should actually separate ourselves from that particular ongoing issue. And I think that that's what Councillor Lacey is referring to. And I think it would be remiss of us to tie it into the legal issues and the ongoing legal issues, which are separate. Thank you.